Starting at number 8, the Detroit Pistons, going 41-41 last year. We got an asterisk here next to the Detroit Pistons. What's that all about?
Well, I think it's going to be a health thing for them. They got a great coach in Dwayne Casey. Blake Griffin, you know what he can do. Andre Drummond's a really good center in the NBA. But these guys are constantly hurt, and we never know if they're going to be playing or not. You saw they snuck into the playoffs last year, but Blake Griffin was hurt. He had that bad knee, and they got swept by the Milwaukee Bucks, and it wasn't even close. This is a team that can be very good. You look at their team and you're like, okay, you got Luke Kennard. He showed some good spots last year towards the playoffs. He's a sharp shooter. They got some pieces on this team, man, but they never stay healthy, and that's why we got an asterisk next to their name.
And at number 7, we have the reigning defending NBA champions, Toronto Raptors. We think they're going to make the playoffs. They might barely squeak in. The loss of Kawhi Leonard this offseason is absolutely devastating. They have still a decent team here, but you don't have that star player to push you forward. I mean, Marc Gasol he's getting up there. He's 33. Kyle Lowry's 32. So, I mean, this isn't the same team that they had last year. They're going to have issues getting up and down the court. I think they still have Pascal Siakam. And if they can't get that transition offense going, I think Siakam's upside is very limited because he is one heck of an athlete. But as far as, a pure scorer, somebody who's going to take care of the basketball for you, I just don't see it from this guy. And I think this team is taking a major step back. You look at their small forwards, OG Anunoby and Stanley Johnson. That's you're not going to compete there with them. Since the East is pretty weak still, we're thinking that they're still riding the high from last year, but they're going to take a major step back.
Yeah, absolutely.
On to number 6, the Miami Heat, picking up Jimmy Butler in the offseason with that sign and trade with the Philadelphia 76ers. They're pretty excited to have J-Butt down there playing for that Miami Heat squad, especially since they lost their superstar player, Dwayne Wade, not as though he had been producing like a superstar as of late, but more so because he's a name that everybody knows, a face that the people in Miami love. But this year, I think they have a good enough team. They barely made the playoffs last year. Or they barely missed the playoffs last year, excuse me. I think this year they get in.
Yeah, I think the main reason why is because you got Jimmy Butler, somebody who can just make clutch shots and take over a basketball game. You saw it a lot last year when he went to Philly, hit some big-time shots. You still got Goran Dragic. I like Dion Waiters. Let's see if he can stay healthy for a year. The Miami Heat will be a playoff team in 2019.